The break is presented by Browning Trail Cameras. You've got to see this. Closed captioning is brought to you by Antler Extreme Nutritional Deer Products. This week on The Break.
Wind's horrible. For me to hunt that stand according to where we think the deer are bedding at. But the last picture of that deer, he was facing away from his bedding area, headed over a little ridge and down a little bottom. It's got some water in it. I'm taking a calculated risk. I'm gonna go jump in this tree.
Right there. Look right there, buddy. Look right through there.
Kentucky may have been off the radar as a big buck state in the past, but I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge these days that Kentucky is a state that produces giant whitetails. Shawn McMurtrey and his son Hunter are Kentucky natives, and they've been hammering their fair share of big bluegrass state bucks, as you've seen in previous episodes of The Break.
Y'all stick with us. Hopefully, we'll show you some recovery in a little bit. All right. Sounded like it crashed. It sounded like it's you. All right, I don't know, he did a good mule kick. Let's give him a few minutes. Let's sit here, see what we hear, and we'll get our stuff down and see what we can find. Right here, dude. Look right here. Look right here. That's what I'm talking about right here. Yes, sir. That is what I'm talking about right here. Look at that. That deer didn't go what, dude? 40, 50 yards? I knew I heard him crash. Man, nice Kentucky 11-pointer early season. Still got his velvet hanging off of him. That's about the third deer I've killed like that, man. That is just too good right there. Good healthy deer. I'm gonna tell you what, that's a 3.5. I'm not sure that's not a 4.5-year-old deer, brother. What a good deer, what a great deer. Guys, right here, man, I can't be more proud of that right there. I cannot be more proud of that deer right there. Early season Kentucky, it's hot. It got up to about 85 today, something like that. We've had some cool weather. This stand is hung for south wind, and we have had all this north wind. I hung it for you know, a good a south wind early season, and it's been cool. I mean, it's been cooler than normal. So we got a good day, got good wind. My regular cameraman wasn't ready, couldn't make it. I mean, Michael said he could hang in there and do it, even though he passed out on me, had a heart attack. Here we go. Awesome.
Here we go, kind of changing roles today. Hoss is gonna be with the weapon, and I'm gonna be with just the camera. See what happens.
We give it about 45 minutes now, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to ease down through here and start looking for blood and kind of go that route. What do you think, Hoss?
I mean, I think we're going to have pretty good luck. I think footage looks like I clipped the lungs, like you said. Let's go figure it out is all I got to say. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. No way.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Dude, this is the biggest buck of my lifetime. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my God.
Fell in the creek.
Dude, holy crap.
What about that?
Oh my gosh, yes, dude. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
When we get back, Hunter is after another great Kentucky buck. Stick around, you don't want to miss this hunt.
Well, folks, it's early season, bow season in Kentucky. Me and Hoss are going to get after him today. It's warm. We've got a couple deer that pretty good deer. One of them in particular we call Hollywood for obvious reasons. He loves the camera, don't he? I mean, he loves the camera. He's been pretty patentable.
For as long as I can remember, the Browning name has meant something to people in the outdoors. So when I went looking for a trail camera that I could depend on, there was only one name that came to mind: Browning Trail Cameras. So if you're looking for a trail camera that's easy to use, is unbelievably reliable, and takes amazing pictures and videos, there's only one brand that I trust: Browning Trail Cameras.
Browning Speed combines advanced fabrics, tailored fit, and innovative camouflage. Hunt harder, faster, and stronger than ever. Speed, killer clothing.
This segment is brought to you by Indian Creek Shooting Systems.
Well, folks, it's early season, bow season in Kentucky. Me and Hoss are going to get after him today. It's warm. We don't have a lot of things going our way, do we? Just to be honest with you. We've got a crazy wind that came in, these hurricanes. We talked about this time of year, Kentucky. It's you never know what you're going to get. But these hurricanes that we've been having, you know, over on the East Coast and South, they've thrown a curveball at us, haven't they? We got an east wind, a northeast wind, which is not the worst if it's straight east. But look, we've got our ozonics going. We're going to have with us. We have been spraying down for 2 days with all of our stuff and hanging out on the line, and we're doing everything we can do. We've had 2 showers a day, so we've taken it easy. And the main reasons we want to try to get one of these bucks that are still in velvet. We've got a couple deer that pretty good deer. One of them in particular we call Hollywood for obvious reasons. He loves the camera, don't he? I mean, he loves the camera. He's been pretty patentable, and we love to get after him early season on this food pattern. We've got what we've got here is we've got a big draw that between where we're going to hunt at and where we are now, and these deer have been bedding that draw. With this wind, we're going to have to give it a different approach. We usually go in a different way, but where we think these deer are bedded at, we're literally going to try to slip in within 200 yards maybe where they're bedded at, with the wind blowing away from them. So it's all we can do. You know, we just had to come up with different tactics when you get Mother Nature throw these curveballs. We've got a really beautiful chicory and clover food plot up on the hillside, and what we've done is we created a little transition zone. We've been pouring out the Antler Extreme Crater Maker, and man, they have been hammering it. We've been sprinkling out a little corn, but we've been mainly giving them that Crater Maker mineral, and they have been swinging by there on their way to the food plots in the mornings and the evenings, especially in the evenings. And so hopefully they'll come by today. You know, it's been 3 days since we checked our cameras, and we've stayed out completely. They still were full velvet at that time. We're hoping they're still hanging on and still on pattern. So all we can do is give it a shot and do everything as good as we can, and hope that everything we've done pays off. So y'all stick with us. Hopefully we'll have some footage for you.
I'm out here today cutting shooting lanes and getting ready for deer season, and I wanted to share with you a tool that I'm using. It's the Browning Speed Load Saw. So what you have here is a foldable saw that has replaceable blades. It comes with 2 blades in this nice nylon pouch, and just like the Speed Load knife, by pushing this little button here and pushing down on the lock, you can easily remove this blade and you can replace it with the second blade that comes with it. It's more aggressive teeth, so just push that button again and just slide it in. But the cool feature about this Browning Speed Load saw is this auger screw that flips out, and you can make your own hole saw by just cutting a sapling or a limb and just screwing that down into the sapling. Do yourself a favor, pick up a Browning Speed Load saw at your local retailer or find them online. Once again, I'm Derek Dernberger with The Break. Thanks for watching.
Our veterans and those currently serving have selflessly volunteered for duty and risked their lives for the benefit of all Americans. With this in mind, the Niestedt Foundation was established to show gratitude for these individuals by providing the opportunity to participate in unbelievable outdoor experiences. Each event we organize is strongly rooted in our 4 guiding principles: respect, integrity, connecting individuals, and empowerment. Visit Niestedt.org to discover how you can create a brighter America for those who have sacrificed so much.
Shawn McMurtrey and his son Hunter are after big Kentucky bucks. Shawn is behind the camera, Hunter has his killer instinct in hand, and has a giant velvet buck in range.
Ready? Okay, right there. He's hurt. I can see. I can see him. Damn, he's gone. I think you just seen him go down. I'm not sure, but I think I just seen him go down. That deer walks right there under us. We can't see nothing. I think we're quiet. It's got to be a deer. Hunter goes, it's a buck.
I knew it was him right when I saw him.
And that's Hollywood. That right there. Tell us a little bit about it, buddy.
Every night, every morning, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. sharp. Textbook. A textbook.
It's unbelievable. But listen, folks, we got everything in the world behind us. I mean, not going our way. We've got an east wind. We've got bright sunshine. We've got, we've got it warm. And we come in here, we say we're going to try it anyway because we know these deers in velvet, they're getting ready to shed. We're going to make every precaution. We spent all day keeping stuff scent free. Holy cow, man.
Oh my God.
Look, we're going to give us a little while. We're going to turn this camera off. We're going to gather our stuff. We're going to give him a little time. And we're going to go see what happens. We're still gathering ourselves. Hoss just put a really good shot. Deer we call Hollywood, and we call him Hollywood for a reason. He loves the camera, loves this spot. And we came in here, we had a lot of things against us. We had a bad wind, but man, we have been spraying down all of our clothes all day. We sprayed down in the stand, we sprayed down on the way to the stand. We took 2 showers a day, and I'm telling you, everything came together. Everything came together.
It ran right through here. Look at the blood on this.
Oh man, that is that's something we like to see right there, baby. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, hey, just go. We don't have to go through this. Let's go right around and pick it up right here. You want to?
All right, I agree. Right in here. I think it's gonna be.
I seen him. I know as far as at the edge up there. Boom, up there.
Boom, baby!
What?
Right there. Right there, baby.
Awesome.
Oh
Awesome,
my
man.
gosh.
Couldn't be more proud of you, son. Awesome shot.
Thank you, thank you. I'm speechless. This is awesome.
It is. I don't even know what to say. I've killed a truckload, and it just don't get old, son. It don't get old.
Hunter knocked Hollywood off the board, but there's still another giant buck out there, and Shawn, he's ready to get on stand.
Hey folks, how you doing? Fast forward 3 weeks from the last time that you saw my ugly mug on camera, when me and my son Hoss were in the same area. We're not too far from here over that ridge, where he took his great early season velvet 11-pointer. That same deer was running with a big 10-pointer we caught Casper, and Casper had an arrow put through him opening weekend of season. Some neighboring farmers called me, talked about a deer they'd shot, and asked if they could come over. They described him to a T, so we just assumed that, you know, he was done gone. And here we are 3 weeks later. Last week, me and Hoss are out checking cameras, and lo and behold, Casper shows up on camera. I took off work today a little early to try to come in and check some cameras and maybe get a hunt in. And I'll be dog, at 11:07, when I got back and checked cameras just a few minutes ago, at 11:07, Casper was at the same stand that Hoss killed his deer. Wind's horrible for me to hunt that stand according to where we think the deer are bedding at. But the last picture of that deer, he was facing away from his bedding area, headed over a little ridge and down a little bottom that's got some water in it. So I feel pretty confident that he's laid up in there today and will be back through here this evening. So with the wind blowing right towards their bedding area, I'm taking a calculated risk. I'm gonna go jump in this tree, but you know what? I feel good about this wind and about where I think that deer's at. The only thing I've got concern about is possibly alerting some deer that could be still in that bedding area, but I've got a target deer. Hopefully it don't bother him and he comes in. So stick with us and we'll see what happens.
Banks Outdoors is the place that connects family.
Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah. That was unreal.
This is the place that connects friends.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you did it.
What a phenomenal story.
This is the place that brings excitement.
3, bro.
Most importantly, this is the place where memories are made.
Dad, I will never forget this moment.
Neither will I, buddy. Neither will I.
Why do I shoot in Indian Creek? It's deader than a hammer. Indian Creek once again.
The break is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Hunter and Shawn McMurtrey are in their home state of Kentucky after some early season bucks. Hunter punched his tag on opening day.
Oh
Awesome,
my
man.
gosh.
Couldn't be more proud of you, son. Awesome shot.
Thank you, thank you.
The bad news for Shawn is the buck he was after was shot by the neighbor on the second day of season. They looked for it, but just couldn't find it. Then Shawn got the picture he was hoping for. So here's the value of trail cameras. Not only does Shawn know that Casper is still alive, but he also uses some recent information he got from his Browning trail cameras to put together a plan and make a move on Casper.
I took off work today a little early to try to come in and check some cameras and maybe get a hunt in. And I'll be dog, at 11:07, when I got back and checked cameras just a few minutes ago, at 11:07, Casper was at the same stand that Hoss killed his deer. Wind's horrible for me to hunt that stand according to where we think the deer are bedding at. But the last picture of that deer, he was facing away from his bedding area. So I feel pretty confident that he's laid up in there today and will be back through here this evening. So with the wind blowing right towards their bedding area, I'm taking a calculated risk. I'm gonna go jump in this tree. And I tell you, another thing too is I tore up my shoulder this last winter, and I'm going through some rehabilitation on my shoulder, and it's for the first time I'm gonna be hunting with a crossbow. I've always had a bow in my hand, never even shot a crossbow until recently. So you stick with us and we'll see what happens.
say right now, I think it's a good shot. That deer ran off pretty hard. What a stud. That's a deer that was running with Hoss's big 11-pointer all summer. And then he left, we lost him. And then I got a call during the open week. That's my joining neighbors. Golly. Shot a big 10-pointer. And we think it was him, we didn't know. And then he just disappeared. He disappeared all late summer, and he disappeared after they said that. And we call him Casper. And that's him. That's him right there. Oh, goodness gracious. He showed up about 4 or 5 days ago. We had no idea he would be in here. We knew these deer had left the beans and the corn, and they're around these acorns. So we moved back in here, and lo and behold, he showed up. It took him 15 minutes to go 15 yards. Goodness gracious. I looked at the footage as usual, and I think it's a pretty good shot. I think it is just right through both lungs. And I'm gonna tell you, like I said, this is Casper. He's already had one arrow blown through him. Second day of season. I told you all the story, I think. Been shot by a neighbor. They couldn't find him. We gave up on him. And just a couple days ago, he shows back up. Same exact stand that Hoss killed his big 11-pointer over today. So, right there. Look right there, buddy. Look right through there. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go look at this dude. Come on. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes. What I'm talking about right there. Look how perfect that dude is. That is Casper in the flesh. He could only hide so much, I guess. God, what a story, what a deer. Golly, I don't know if you all can see it or not, but look at these holes right here. That's his first hole. That's where my neighbor shot him. Shot him on the other side. I've got pictures of him with that big wound on him. This is where I hit him, right there in the lungs. It took him 15 minutes to go 15 yards. He knew something was up. But let me tell you something. This afternoon I got off a little early, and I decided I was gonna go check cameras. Did not know that deer was anywhere to be found in this area. This deer was in here at 1:07 this afternoon. Yesterday afternoon, 1:07, and when he left out of frame, he was headed west. So we had a wind that wasn't so good, and I was gonna come in the other way so my wind didn't blow down here where I thought he was bedding, but I made a really good calculated guess. I thought if he left that way, he may bed it and he may come back that way, and I didn't wanna have him follow my trail. So I guess that paid off, didn't it? Because he came right through that little opening, as you all saw, exactly the way I would have walked in if I'd have came that way. Unbelievable.